we took two groups of laboratory animals. One of those groups received exposure to gastric fluid, which is something that you can be exposed to in your lungs if you have gastroesophageal reflux disease. So one group of animals got exposure to the gastric fluid in their lungs, the other did not, and both then were exposed to something which could cause an asthma-like syndrome. And it turns out that the group which was exposed to the gastric fluid in their lungs got an immune response, a disease that was much more similar to human asthma than did the other group of laboratory animals. The question that we were really trying to ask was, is it possible that if you breathe in a little bit of gastric fluid, and there's some evidence in some of our patients that maybe this was a problem, could it lead to asthma? Could it make asthma worse? Could it even predispose to asthma? Those kinds of questions. And what this told us was that yes, indeed, it looks like maybe that this breathing in of a little bit of gastric fluid can possibly lead to something like asthma or can make asthma worse. What this study does is it takes those observations that have been made 500 times in humans and moves them for the very first time into a laboratory animal where we can really manipulate what's going on. We can take, for example, in this case, we can take the animals, separate them into two groups, treat one way, treat another the other way. You can't do that with humans. So it provides us a way to really get a handle on this disease process, to study the mechanism, to maybe try some different kinds of therapies in a very experimental setting. The bottom line of the study is that if we make poor choices with our diet, with our exercise, it doesn't just have an effect on our cardiovascular system or on our propensity for diabetes. It can also have an effect on our immune system. We kind of had an idea it might affect asthma, and now we know it can probably affect asthma. At least it's been proven in laboratory.